Hi, my name is Jimmy Doan, and I'm a personal injury lawyer right here in Amarillo, Texas, on South Tyler Street. Today, I'm here to describe to you when you may have a personal injury case and how can a lawyer help you. First, for you to have a personal injury case and for you to have a viable case in court here in Amarillo, you must have an injury and you must have an actor who did something wrong to cause the injury. Let me help you understand that a little bit better. Personal injury cases are based on physical injury, emotional injury, lost wages, pain and suffering. So first, there must be an injury. Second of all, there must be someone at fault. So let's say, for example, you got in a car accident and someone else is at fault in causing the accident and you're hurt. Then you should have a viable personal injury case. How do you hire a lawyer such as yourself, and how do we normally get paid? Personal injury lawyers work on what's called a contingency fee base, which means we receive a percentage of what we can recover in your case, and that percentage is 33% of what we can receive for your injuries. So let's say, for example, we're able to receive $100,000 in your case. Our fees would be 33% of that. The only time it goes up is if for some reason they don't want to pay. And when I say they, meaning the person that caused the injury or their insurance company. Let's say, for example, they don't want to pay or they won't pay the proper amount and we have to file a lawsuit. The fee goes up 7% to 40% if we have to file a lawsuit on your case. So how do you start the process to hire a lawyer? The first thing you should do is to give us a call. We can give you a totally free and confidential case evaluation right on the phone. If it's a case that we can help with, as I mentioned earlier, we would offer you a contingency fee contract. Once you hire us, there's several things we do. Number one, we contact the person that caused the injury and or their insurance company, and we tell them not to communicate with you anymore. And that's the law. The nice thing about that is so you can focus on your medical situation and getting better without getting harassed by the other side. They have to contact us. The second thing we do is we make sure that you get the proper medical care to get better. If you have your own doctor, great, but if you need help in finding someone, we work with 8 different doctors and providers in the area so we can get you some of the best medical treatment necessary. Whether it be seeing a chiropractor, a physical therapist, getting MRIs, God forbid you need surgery, we can assist you with all that. So why is it so important to get proper medical treatment? Number one, if you're hurt, we want to make sure that you get better. And the second, and probably just as important reason for your case is we need documentation of your injuries. That's how we're able to get the other side to pay, is we need proof and documentation through going to a doctor and having doctor's note and doctor's bill to prove your injuries. What happens once you're done treating? Once you're done treating with the medical provider, we would gather all your medical bills and records and lost wages and anything that you have suffered loss-wise as far as money or medical bills or any pain and future issues you may have. We would gather all the information and we would send out what's called a demand packet. A demand packet basically allows the other side to take a look at your case and make an offer on your case. Hopefully they do the right thing and they make an offer settlement amount that you're happy with and we can settle the case. But as I mentioned earlier, sometimes we have to file a lawsuit. If for some reason we can't come to an agreement after we send the demand packet, and this is something me and you can discuss if you feel like the amount is fair, and of course I'll give you my advice because I've been practicing, like I said, right here in this area for 15 years. I kind of know the proper case value for you depending on the situation. But if for some reason we can't come to a resolution, we would file a lawsuit. What are some of the steps involved once you file a lawsuit? Couple things. The main thing is we would go through what is called a period of discovery. And discovery involves paper discovery and video discovery. Paper discovery is when both sides exchange information and questions through paperwork. The other side can ask you questions such as, where do you work? How much wages have you lost? What are your injuries? We also get to ask the other side, where do they work? What kind of training do they have? Have they been involved in other accidents? And that's called written discovery. After written discovery, usually there's what's called oral discovery, and that's usually a 6-hour videotape interview where the other side gets to ask you about the accident. But the good thing is we also get 6 hours to ask them about what happened during this accident, and that's called video discovery. After that period, we would go to what's called a court order mediation. Usually it's a former judge, and it could be a former judge right here in Amarillo, or a former mediator judge in some other areas. And we spend a day in his or her office with both sides present to try to come to a resolution on the case. And when I say resolution, like a proper money amount to resolve the case. Both sides go back and forth as far as negotiating, and let's say for some reason on that day we can't come to a resolution, then we would go ahead and proceed to trial on your case. Here's my advice to you. If you've been hurt, give me a call. Like I said, I'm happy to give you a free phone consultation, or you can set an appointment to meet me right up the street on Tyler Street. It'll just take about 15-20 minutes for me to go over your case and once again explain pretty much everything I explained in this video, but pursuing in correlation to your case. You can ask for me directly when you call. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. My information is below. Once again, my name is Jimmy Doan with the Doan Law Firm. I look forward to speaking with you, and I hope I can help you and your family out.